All right, as we ruffle, around to try and find those clips, Newton, I must throw it to you now. There has been a lot of resistance when it comes to the finance bill. There are some clauses that people don't necessarily agree with, and do we have it? Now we can see what Kenyans have to say about that.
Tulikuwa tunasikia mkifanya kampeni. Kila siku mnaongeza. Lakini saa hii nyinyi tena tumewapea serikali, mmeanza tena hata nyinyi kutuongezea.
Saa hii tunaumia, sabuni ni 200. Hii kidogo hii. Mkipitisha hii finance bill yenu, tutanunua sabuni na 500. Na sisi wengine atukule. Mnafikiria watu wote wa Kenya hii wanakula? Nyinyi mnatembea na mandege, mnakula vizuri, mnatembea na magari makubwa. Hapa chini tunaumia, na tunaumia shauri yenu. Tafadhali wabunge, mtusikie kabisa kilio chetu. Tunawaomba kwa sababu saa hii hatuna nguvu ya kujitetea. Lakini
all right, that's what Kenyans have to say about the finance bill that might come into effect in, the 1st of July. Newton, I was just about to get your views on that. You have said that it's necessary to widen the tax bracket in order to ensure that we have more revenue to be funding our budget, which is, quite large. Do you believe that some of the clauses need to be changed, first of all? And what's your opinion on what Kenyans had to say?
First of all, yes, I said as a country, we are in a state where we need to increase our tax bracket.
Right.
And for us to achieve this, there are pain points that are going to come by to ensure that this happens. And something I've just noticed from whatever clips you've played, Kenyans are really misinformed with this finance bill.
Right.
You realize that the aspect that touches them is very minimal. If you look at this finance bill, it is moving away from the direct taxes, because if you look at the 2023 finance bill, was focusing mostly on the people who are being paid through a payslip, the formal jobs. But this year, if you look at and analyze the finance bill correctly, it is focusing on the indirect taxes, which are consumer taxes. You got me? So if you look at that, you realize that as a country or as a government, people are very misinformed.
Right.
Because if you look at some of the taxes, like the one for bread, it is not to pain Kenyans. No, it is just a way of, look, you consume bread.
Right.
So as a government, they feel like that particular expansion or to tap into that particular space, they'll be able to raise some good revenue from it and to be able to sustain the government in the long-term thing. And another thing that Kenyans are not understanding.
Right. Newton, just to, interject a little bit. The finance bill, as you've said, of course, there might not be enough information out there for Kenyans to, to know what exactly is going to be taxed. Now, as you rightly put it, the Finance Act that we have right now did kind of go for the employed lot, and one would say that this finance bill is going for the manufacturing sector, and Kenyans are the ones who are consuming some of these goods, the ordinary Kenyans. Sabuni, mafuta, basins, plastic. The eco-levy is going to be touching on a lot of plastic products. Do you still, maintain your stance?
Yes, I still maintain my stance, because what I've said is this. You see, as most Kenyans are saying, the finance bill is focusing on manufacturing.
Right.
Now, if you do a critical analysis on it, it is consumer-based. What you consume.
Who are the consumers?
The consumers, yes, are Kenyans.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, we are the same Kenyans who are going to suffer if the leadership of the day does not look into the physical imbalances that we have.
Newton,